Got the guns with me, so
Hey, all right.
all right. What's up, everybody? We're back for another one of these that we do, talking to the men and whoever else will listen. Hey, it seems like there's some pretty important stuff going on. Some stuff that we've been talking to y'all about, and might as well get into it.
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy, everything. And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephants, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they can tell a friend. And
It's beautiful to be alive. What a day to be alive. What you think, Jeff?
Oh man, absolutely. Every day we're here, we got a chance to learn some more stuff. Maybe do something else also. So
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
What we have here today, who are we talking about? Big Daddy Energy Podcast. We talk about all things related to men, and today's no different. I want to ask why it is that tall, very tall people that you have to do like this to. When you meet them, you have to do like that. If you take pictures with them, you have to do like this. Why they don't want to stand with Kyrie? Hey, I wonder why all the people who who sing and make all this music, why they don't want to make noise with Kanye. What's going on with that, Jeff?
Oh man, these are good questions, brother. These are good questions, man. I would think that because rap, brother. Like when I was younger, there was some super rebellious rap groups. Guys that were really making noise, even right before my time. Guys like KRS-One, they're talking noise, man.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, talking noise. What do they call it? Conscious rap. That was a big.
That's what they call it now. Yeah.
Now, yeah.
It was called. I believe it was called. It was called hip hop at first.
Hip hop. Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Kicking that knowledge.
There you go, man. It was just hip hop, bro. That's how.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what people would talk about. Good stuff.
That's it, man. And it's like you get educated and education through the streets, and that's kind of the spirit of it, brother. So I don't see how now, like, where is that? Where's that at now? That's, I mean, you would think more of the industry would be behind Ye on this. It even if it's just the standpoint of like, yeah, no, look, he's ruffled some feathers. He got the industry mad. Let's get it. I remember even Ice Cube had a lot to say about the industry.
Oh, he doesn't want to say it now.
Nah, why not now? It's actually 30 years later.
I'm not an anti-Semite, and I don't have any anti-Semitic views.
But I remember listening to.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You know Vaseline. You had a song.
That wasn't me.
Where you at, Q?
No, man, he's done with that.
Yeah,
I'm saying. Let me speak for some of these people. I'm not going to justify it, but I want to speak for him. LeBron James made a statement and said he doesn't respect the hurt that Kyrie caused people. And hey, look, I'm not gonna, you guys know me. I'm not gonna put up with any kind of hate. And what Kyrie did hurt a lot of people, and I can't respect that. But I'm sure he'll learn from this. All right. What is he saying? He's saying there's a code that all of us live by, and everybody else doesn't know about it. And the only way that we can sit here and entertain all of you is if we live by this code. And now Kyrie won't entertain you for a while, and I have to disassociate myself from him because I'm their number one. I'm the guy. I'm LeBron James. There's nobody bigger than me in this sport, and so I have to. That's not my team. I'm not the guy playing over there. I'm not the guy that made the video. Neither did he. Right, but I have to say these things because that's what they paid me for. Jeff, if somebody paid you to do a job, you do it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
If you agree to the job.
Yeah, I've done it multiple times. Get paid, do the job, follow the rules of the job. You know.
Yeah. When they call somebody the face of the NBA, when they say that, they mean that, Jeff.
Absolutely.
They mean that, and so what would you give up for? Excuse me, somebody that broke the code. Would you give up your whole life while watching this person break the code? You signed up for this. What are you doing? We all know what's up. We all signed the same things. And you think I'm going to throw away my entire empire for what you're saying? You broke the code, man.
Oh.
Hey.
You guys know me.
Y'all know me. Y'all know I wouldn't say that.
That one episode, we had to take something out.
Yeah, he did say that. Yep.
Because
that's what he said.
It was going to hurt people. That's what I do. So, yeah.
So some people can get behind that. They can get behind what LeBron James is on. Like, man, I'm not going to put myself out there like that. There's some people, brother, but most of them are out of the limelight. You know what I'm saying? And their voices are not really as potent. So I say it's going to take us, Jeff. Like you and I, how we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast. In our particular, like I've been on Twitter more now. I never thought I'd be a Twitter dude, but it's going down on Twitter, brother. You know what I'm saying?
It does go down on Twitter, man.
You got Elon on there talking noise. You got Ye on there talking noise. And you got Irving on there talking noise. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
Oh wow. All right. Sorry about that, brother. Getting some messages.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy, Jeff.
I was you were talking about Twitter, and now it's like I was waiting for your screen to go black. You're about to get.
No, man. I'll never turn my back on my people unless my people decide they don't want God, because I'll never turn my back on God. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Never turn my back on God. And if anybody turns their back on God, then I can't say I'll never turn my back on you, because I will.
Yeah.
Sure will. Turn your back on God, and God turns his back on you, what can I do, man? So yeah, but my people, man, somebody got to do the fighting.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, the truth is dished out in numbers. This is something I've learned from studying history. These kind of big deal topics, right? They're done at the lower end in numbers. So guys like us, the people that are paying attention to us, or to guys like us, this is where ideas actually change. It's the people that are in the spotlight that get a lot of the pressure because they ignite it. You know,
Right.
that's the problem. They ignite this thing because the industry, whatever it's called, the industry can keep tabs on what Kanye is saying or what LeBron is saying or what Kyrie is saying. They can't keep tabs on what we're saying, what everybody like us is saying.
Right. Oh, he
So,
goes by actually.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. So they can keep tabs on the big people, but the small people, if enough of us are talking, then there's no way.
But that
You know what
doesn't
I mean?
sound believable, brother.
Well, it
Because
doesn't.
I just
Yeah.
thought about my small self, and what are you talking about?
Yeah, but if you think about your small self and then 1,000 small selves like you talking to 1,000 more small selves.
That's true. That's
I
more
mean,
than just yeah. That's more than just me. Yeah, you're right.
uh,
So then we can talk and stuff like that, talk amongst ourselves, and they would know everything that we're saying.
there's no way. It's not possible. They would have to get a feel for the room, right? Get an idea of the overall sentiment of what the multitude is saying, but there's no way to know what everyone
Got
is
you.
saying.
Got you. Is it possible for us to decide that we won't watch the NBA this year? Is it possible to say that we also won't buy Adidas or Nikes?
For everyone to
Yeah,
do that?
I mean, for one person, and then five, and then 107.
Well, yeah, that's possible.
Because I listen, brother, I like wearing Adidas and I like wearing Nike. All right,
I've worn both, actually. Yeah, I have both.
I have both, and then also I really, really enjoy watching the NBA.
Yep, I know you do. Yep,
But I don't like this, brother.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not only did he apologize, but they got a list of 6 things he has to do before he can play again. Silly stuff, brother.
That's wild, man.
Let me find the list. So he's got to basically humiliate himself just to play again when he didn't say anything. He didn't say a thing, brother.
Well, why did he make that documentary though?
But he didn't make it. He plays basketball. He practices.
Yeah, but then he made this thing that made everybody upset.
No, of course not. This work was done by somebody in 2018. Well, released in 2018. And the book was written in 2015.
And he had no parts in any of that.
He was just ecstatic that he found it in 2022. That's all. He was only just excited, like, man, this has been around. And
That's
he
crazy.
and he shared it. This has been around. I didn't know.
Yeah.
His name, by the way, means well. This is what he said. I hadn't been able to find it. That his mom named him the name. Excuse me. That means Yahweh, which is supposed to be Yahweh in actual Hebrew. And so he said he went to go look up documentaries and see what he can find on Yahweh, and he came across Hebrews to Negroes. Right up his alley because he's been trying to learn some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't see enough people watching the movie, brother. I know that everybody has heard about it now,
Yeah.
but the movie is $50 to buy, and maybe like $15, seven to 15 or something like that to rent. And I don't know what it is, brother. You know what I'm saying? I started watching it with my family. Got to finish it. I'm about an hour and a half in. It's a long movie, but you would think Hebrews to Negroes. I don't know, brother. You would think that a lot of people would want to check that out.
I would think so, yeah. Yeah. Given part of the culture now is to be woke, right?
Yeah,
To be educated, to have this deeper understanding. It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of funny to me. It's strange in that way where it's like everybody wants to kind of be a part of this secret information or this hidden knowledge. It's wokeness, but stuff like this comes out and it's like, nah, shut it down. or it's not interesting. Nobody watches it.
Yeah, because most people think they already know that story.
Yeah.
Oh, were they Israelites? I don't know anything about Israelites. It's not quite Egyptian, which I kind of thought. I've been on a roll for a while on this Egyptology stuff, and now we're going back. So we're not Egyptians. Weren't kings and queens. What were we? Slaves still. Oh, we were still. I'm trying to escape from this whole slavery thing. But you see, the Israelites were slaves. But is that what they were, Jeff? Is that what you would sum up Israel? Remember Jeremiah had that question?
Yeah.
Is Israel just slaves? What's significant about them, brother? What would you say is big about Hebrew Israelite people?
But the Israelite people?
Yes,
Well, all of the world's religions, the main ones that are monotheistic, come from the story of the Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, that's not good enough because
from Abraham.
That's not good enough because Horace's story was copied by them. So
okay, well, in that story that made such an impact on the whole world, the people that are called the Israelites were actually selected, actually built up by the Creator, and so that's kind of a big deal.
Oh yeah, our guys did the same thing to us too.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, I just want to let you know that y'all copied the commandments from our Maat, M-A-A-T. Y'all copied.
Okay, so well then okay. All right, fair. But why? Okay, so tell me what happened to your people when you guys were decimated and your religion was taken away, your language was changed, and your identity was stolen. How did you guys handle that? Because that must have happened to you too, right?
The Egyptians?
Yeah.
We kind of went through a few famines and we got into some fights or whatever, but then we got lighter. What? I don't get it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got lighter. So, yeah, if it's all the same, well, then why did the Israelites disappear? Why was there a huge question mark on where they went, and why were their entire identity taken from them?
You know what? That's a good question because I lost my key today. I have a lock, and I have a key to that lock, and I lost it. My key at the gym, and it really didn't go anywhere, brother. It was actually exactly where it was. I just didn't know. I couldn't find where it was.
Oh, I actually found your key.
Did you?
I did. Did you like it?
Oh, there it goes. I appreciate it.
Yep. That should work.
Yep. This doesn't work. What is this?
That's your key.
No, it's not. This can't be my key. It's not. It doesn't fit.
I found it. Yeah. No, that's your key. Because you said you had lost your key, so I found it.
Matter of fact, it had black. It was my key was black.
Whoa.
No, the key I had was black.
Yeah, I hear you, but let's turn that down a notch. All right. I gave you your key back. Okay.
You're trying to take over everything.
If you're not going to use your key to get in, I need you to back off. All right.
Okay. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to control everything.
You guys seeing this guy? Does everybody see this guy here? Does everyone boo this man?
Oh man. What now, Jeff? Because this stuff is going down for real. At first it was, oh yeah, man, these guys have good perspective. I like the stuff that y'all talk about. You know, y'all are teaching. This is it. We've been saying, hey, this stuff is going to happen. And pay attention. You know, get you some business. Get you a business. Prepare yourself. Men need to be ready to fight. You got to learn all this stuff, brother. We've been doing this the entire time, but we're laughing. So maybe everybody thought, these guys,
Yeah.
are just talking. And now it seems like there's a war.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna say, okay, say the stuff that y'all were saying again. Could you? What stuff? You know what you've been talking about? I don't know since when. Well, I know I started listening to you guys in like 2020. So like, just start from there. You want me to say all the stuff that we said?
All right, I'll start with hi. Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Haven't we been talking about this, Jeff?
Absolutely, yeah.
Who we are as a people,
Yeah.
as men, what we should be willing to do and not do.
Yeah, and before we started talking about it openly, we studied it for even longer.
Oh yeah.
And then we weighed it. We had to weigh this information, and this is where I don't want to take too much time with this one, but this is where I think it matters the most. Is you get the information, you have to weigh the information, right? And listen, guys, valuable information is it doesn't come free. There's no free lunches when it comes to info, right?
Yeah.
When you guys are looking for information on Google, you're also giving information away. So there's no free lunch when it comes to learning, getting information. It's the same with this. We're not gonna be able to learn this and then do nothing about it, and then we're not gonna be able to do something about it and then just walk away from it.
That's right.
We understand all of that, and so here we are, right? What's up, brother? Craig, what's up, man?
Sounding Craig.
That's a nice looking beard you got there, brother.
Yeah, you see how it's filled in?
I see it, man.
It's good.
Boy, living it, man. Yeah. So, we waited and then we brought it because it's information, it's truth. There's a lot of history that has been misrepresented, not taught correctly. A lot of it just not taught altogether. And my second complaint is, what's the problem with that? I thought we lived in America. When I was a kid, we used to say it's a free country.
What does that mean? Was it free when you were saying that?
No, it wasn't. I thought it was.
What does free mean when somebody says a free country? What are they talking about? Free when they say that?
It means that they have the right to do whatever they want. Typically. And I guess there's supposed to be some sort of like obvious boundary involved. You know what I mean? Like, but obviously you can't rob people and all this, but inside the law you can do whatever you want.
But wait a minute. Isn't the freedom only of religion?
There's a freedom of speech, freedom in the amendments, yeah. Religion.
You say freedom of speech?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a freedom of speech, religion, and the right to assemble.
Right, but what we think they're saying freedom of speech is to correlate with the religion.
That's true. Yeah.
That's why you got the right to assemble.
Right.
That's all supposed to be one command. I mean, I say commandment. That's all one close, amendment.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's like 2 letters off, bro.
Craig says it means you can do what you want and be what you want, just as long as it's by the law. Bye.
Yeah.
My boy Craig.
Oh boy, man.
Craig, like, man, I'm quit participating with y'all, man.
He had like 3 buys to choose from, bro.
Okay, so then that's not freedom. If you can do what you want and be what you want, as long as it's by the law, that's not freedom.
It's not, no.
Freedom, what they're saying is you have the freedom, because when they were in England, Britain, they didn't have freedom of religion. They couldn't assemble as Protestants.
Right. Yeah.
And they couldn't speak up and talk about those kind of things. And so
Right.
that's what this is. That's what that was all about, brother. But we
Right.
take freedom of speech to mean I can walk to the president and say, "Hey, I really want to say FUCK and your wife." And
Is that speech? Is that
what is freedom of speech?
what is that? What so did somebody catch that? What amendment does that go under? What was that?
That's what we
Uh,
think freedom of speech means. That I can say whatever I want. I can say
yeah.
whatever I want. But just the law of mankind lets you know you can't say what brother. You know that, right?
Of
Can
course,
you
yeah.
in this same free country? Can you go say whatever you want to your mom? Whatever you
No, sir.
want.
No, sir. And I am a full man.
Yeah. Okay. Can you say whatever you want to your wife? Whatever you feel like saying.
No, sir.
When you're in school, could you whatever comes to your mind? Could you just rattle it off?
Nope. I did it a few times and I got in a lot of trouble for it.
Okay. Certainly the police, because they know that
Oh, yeah.
freedom of speech. Certainly, you can say to them whatever you feel like saying, right?
Those are the ones that you don't want to even try that with. They get very angry at words.
Hey, what if I say to a lady, "Hey, hot stuff, I see your cakes." Can I say that, brother?
Perf.
It's an illusion, brother,
Yeah,
that people said, "Oh, we are in a free country. I can say what I want." It's never been that. Just the law of mankind itself will let you know you can't do that.
right.
There's no law of mankind saying that you can't worship who you want to worship. There is no law against that, brother. You understand? There's no law in mankind that says you have to believe exactly what everybody else believes. And if you don't believe, you better force yourself to believe. That that's not a law of mankind, brother. Humankind.
It's not. It's not. No.
That's always been a choice, right?
It's always been a choice. Yeah. And I think yeah. I think socially, it's always been more. It's, socially, it's like, well, if you're the one guy that doesn't believe in a room of 100, then, you're not going to have any friends. You're probably not going to get a job. So it may have felt like it was at some point. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But no, you can still do whatever you want in that way. Like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's what the First Amendment is. Even if you look back at freedom to assemble, I found out that me and 6 other guys that look like me cannot assemble.
Yes, sir. No.
We can't all decide that, brother. Can people that look like you and me together, right? We all together. Can 14 of those men do and say what they want?
No, sir. That's how you get a RICO Act.
So it's never been for anything besides that. We took it and said no, it applies to everything, but it only applies to freedom of religion, freedom of speech is for so you can speak up for what you believe.
Yeah.
And then freedom to assemble so that you're not isolated trying to worship God by yourself. You should be able to come together in a congregation.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So this free country is only that. That's the only thing that's free. Is water free here?
No, sir. No.
Is your vote free?
No, sir.
No, it's not free. Let's see. Food. Everybody's got to live, brother. Food is definitely free. Healthcare. I can choose that I don't want to have healthcare. I don't care.
Oh, that's going to cost you. So.
No, I don't.
That's going to cost you 19 cents a month for every minute that you're choosing not to have it.
No, okay, well, okay. No, I get it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Everybody should have it, right?
Yeah, you got to pay for it.
Okay. What about the house that I paid off? That's free.
No, you're free from the bank,
Yeah,
but
exactly. I'm done paying.
you, yeah, but you didn't pay for the whole state that you live in. So
Dang. Dang, brother.
property taxes, buddy. Yeah.
So I'm not free then.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of what we're dealing with here. There's been some things that are said, that have been said, and it was done uh, as a freedom of religion.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's being uh, compromised. Keep your voice down. We don't want to hear about your religion. What would it be like if we, you and I, and all our families had our own religion? Finally, brother, what would that be like?
Oh man, actually, really good.
You heard what you just said? Wouldn't that?
Uh,
Have you put it in your mind like that? Let it kind of run around.
yeah, yeah,
What if we could actually have our own religion?
it'd be pretty good.
And they're saying no. That's what's happening, Jeff. They're saying no,
Yeah.
you can't have a religion because your religion is in direct um it's in direct conflict with my religion. And my
Yeah,
religion was here first,
yeah,
according to what we tell everyone.
yeah. You guys have all read the stories. Come on, guys. Yeah, and what's interesting about that, because that's a good point, brother. So like religion has always historically in America has been one of the guiding factors to political ideas or social ideas, or
That's
you know what I
true.
mean.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so like politicians and the people that are running and the places in authority, they typically all share a religion as well. And so the freedom of religion opened up a space where people could discuss ideas. And that's kind of why America's been so progressive in many ways over the course of its existence, right?
Right.
However, it's moved from the religion being the primary focus, the focus of the freedom of speech, into the political side of it. Because it used to be, what is it, church and state? There wasn't a separation between church and state. That's not
Right.
written anywhere in the Constitution, but
Right. Right.
they were one and the same at one point. And so now you have the political ideas are the authority, and they're backed by the religious views. And so these people are now saying, you can't actually have a new religion because of how it affects the litigation here, 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 here.
Damn.
You see, and so the freedom is gone. Because why else wouldn't you be able to discuss a new religion?
Yeah.
Hey, I read this thing that you guys have, and I thought maybe it was interesting.
Right. I forgot to mention. He said that's that Wyndham ISD.
That's gold, brother. That was gold. That win. I feel you, man. But yeah, that's a good point, brother. Because now it's like, no, you can't have a new religion. What are you talking about?
We already provided y'all religions.
Yeah.
Just choose from one of these.
Yeah.
Farrakhan. This is something I definitely want to propose to all of us, is that we don't look at Muslims that are from our community any differently than we look at Christians, and we don't look at Christians any differently than we look at those woke folk, and we don't look at woke folk any differently than we look at, what am I missing? Let's do the Hebrew Israelites, because some Hebrew Israelites have gotten a bad rap as anti-Semitic, and so they're just, it doesn't matter as long as we say, it reminds me of some of the things the Black Hebrew Israelites say. We know the picture that they have painted for most of the people who believe that Abraham is their father, by blood and by faith. And it's the way that they would yell at people, and the way that they would carry on. And so it's just like, oh, okay, these are just erratic black they call them black supremacists.
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah, black supremacists.
So we if we don't look at, and then also people who just don't care at all. There's some people that say, I don't care about all this. I don't care about that Bible. I don't care about the Quran. I don't care about Egyptology and spirituality. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to live, make kids, right? And they just don't care, brother. They just want to look good. They just want to be good looking, make kids. So if we stop looking at, there's other groups too, right? There's the groups of people who are still in that life, still choosing to live a fast life, street life. So all of us are very divided, brother. Then you got the rich people, right? You got the real rich people. And it's like, oh my gosh, right? If we would take down all those barriers, I look at Louis Farrakhan, brother, and I don't. He's the same with me, brother. You know what I'm saying? He's the same with me.
Yeah.
What are some other divisions? There's people who have a little less melanin. Jeff, you have less melanin than me, though your hair looks darker than mine. What's up with that?
I'm not sure. I
actually
didn't notice that.
How'd you get more melanin in your hair than I have?
Maybe it just looks darker because it's contrasted with the lighter skin, so it looks darker.
That's possible. I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. I just have more melanin in my hair.
Yeah, that's it. You just got more melanin. Yeah. So there's another division there too.
Yeah.
And if we stopped all the division, meaning I don't have to correct Farrakhan if he believes this, and I don't have to tell somebody that's Latino. I was on a post looking at Kyrie on a Twitter post. No, it was a YouTube. It was a YouTube video, and I was reading the comments, and one of the comments said, "I'm Mexican, but I've always looked up to the black culture, and I love the black culture, and I support Kyrie." And he got so many responses. Most of them were saying, "Wow, you're one of us now, man. This, that, showing love." There's nothing wrong with that, brother. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with saying. I mean, that's how he felt. He's just saying how he felt. I'm not saying that everybody should feel like that, but that's how he felt. He said, "I always looked up to you guys," and he had something positive to say, and then he got a lot of positive love back.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up, Savannah? It's a pleasure. Jeff, you remember Savannah, right?
I do. How you doing, Savannah?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We're talking about this important stuff with Ye and Kyrie, how they standing up for us. I wonder what you think, Savannah, because a lot of women ain't really feeling Ye, Kanye. Some are, but a lot of them not so much. But Kyrie, they like Kyrie, man.
Yeah.
Right? Kyrie's not so bad, right?
He's a likable guy.
So I wonder what your take is, Savannah, on what's going on. And our take has been that we gotta support these guys. We gotta protect them. The topic is about the way that Ye is being attacked for so-called being anti-Semitic, and then Kyrie also is being attacked because he posted a link to a movie that was telling us where we come from as our origins, where we come from. And somewhere in that movie or that film, it talks about the Jewish people, the so-called Jewish people. And so they're not letting him play. He has to apologize. There's a lot of things he has to do. And we ain't feeling that.
No.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, right? That's what's going on.
Yeah, that's kind of the crux of it.
Yeah, Ye was being blackballed. All right, I feel like Kanye has caused his own heat. I've heard that.
Yep, I've seen that stance, and I understand it too. I do understand that.
Well, tell me, Jeff, what do you understand about that?
Oh well, it looks like he's done all this to himself because he just won't stop.
She said he's been up and down, up and down. All right.
Oh, I knew it was going to happen, guys. They got rid of him. I don't know what happened to me. Hey, that was it, huh? They got him. Man down.
I was trying to swipe up on this comment, and it just took me out. So we don't know what his true intentions are.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna speak for a little bit. When he came in the game, he had this song called "Through the Wire."
Yep.
Remember that, brother? You could barely understand what he was saying because he literally his mouth was shut and he
was wired shut. Yeah, it made it sound even more dope though.
It was dope. Yeah. They ordered pancakes. I just sipped the scissor, right?
Yeah.
And after he did that, I really like that song. I like the beat and all that. After he did that, then he had another song called Jesus Walks.
I remember that.
Yeah. And over and over and over again, he's pushed the envelope. Over and over and over again. He's not gonna say he's my favorite rapper or anything like that, but he's constantly pushing and pushing and pushing against comfort. People always tell him you can't do that. Always.
Yeah.
They told him, man, what are you doing? You're doing a song. You can't rap. Your mouth is wired shut. That means you can't make music. He's like, no, man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a song. Brother, who are you thinking, brother? Why would he do that?
You're supposed to say, damn, I guess I have to wait.
Yeah, brother. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But he refused. Yeah. And then somebody told him, hey, listen, Jesus, we don't do that. Like this is hip hop, you know. If you do that, you're gonna be labeled as like a Christian rapper, and it's no way you can't get out of that. You know, Christian rappers, brother. It's not.
Yeah, once you're in there, brother, that's a rap. You're a Christian rapper.
You're a Christian rapper. And he did the song, and it was dope, brother. The song was dope.
It's dope. Yeah.
No. And it went, brother. It was in the club.
The music video went hard. I remember that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The music video was dope.
Absolutely. He made music for Jay-Z, the Blueprint, so on and so forth. He's always just pushing. And he got to a place where the push that he made, people couldn't feel it.
Yeah.
They didn't like it. People. Just talking about people. They didn't like it. Even though he's been doing this his whole life, he's been doing this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you finish. But I gotta say that Beyonce had the best video of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. He did that to Taylor Swift, brother.
Yeah. George Bush doesn't care about black people. That was Kanye West that said that.
That was Kanye West. He did that. Yeah.
To the whole country.
Tech Mac. Yo. What up?
What's up, man?
What's up? I can't make out. I don't know a Tech Mac, brother. You gotta. I'm glad you're here. You're checking us out from YouTube, and I appreciate it. From Canada.
Oh, what's up?
There you go. How you feeling? Yeah, you seen what's been going on there. It's a lot of crazy things. It's a lot of crazy things, and we're talking about it.
Yep.
What do you say? Free Kyrie.
Free Kyrie. Yep.
So the push that he made, we're talking about Ye right now. The push that Ye made was that he believed that Trump would be a better president than
Yeah.
who was he going against? Hillary?
Yeah, he was going against Hillary in the primaries, yeah.
All right. Now, I wonder, I'm just wondering how many of us looking back would think that Hillary would have made a better president than Trump. Please, just by votes.
That's a good question.
That's a good question, right there.
Yeah, Paul, what's
our
up,
guys
bro?
are doing good. Oh man, we blessed, brother. Appreciate
Good,
it.
man.
The man watched the documentary and shouted out. Now they want to hang him. It's unruly.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
It's hard to understand. We didn't like either candidate. Yes, thank you for your honesty. I didn't either.
Yeah, I think most everyone I knew felt the same way. They didn't like either.
Yeah, it was like, man, this is what we have to choose from.
Yeah, one of them was more typical than the other. The other one was kind of eccentric and kind of out there, breaking the norm. Which I want to say as a point to Ye, man. He's always been this creative type. He's always been this guy that's gotten out there, that's been eccentric. Always.
Yeah.
He's always been the guy that goes against the grain, that goes against the groove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So we get this president that's doing the same thing for the first time our whole lives. We got a president that's showing up and he's against everybody's against him. Of course, you know what I mean? Like this is a if you just watch the whole scene, watch Ye's life as a movie, you know, from our point of view, it makes complete sense that he's gonna go with the one that's gonna get everybody riled up, and that's who he is, man. He's always been that way for a reason too. And now we're starting to see the reason.
No, you're right. You're right. He even said he didn't agree with everything in the documentary. Yeah. Kyrie is definitely an unfair situation. I know that there's a lot of people saying that Kanye brought this upon himself, and he did, obviously.
Yeah.
But it don't make it right. You know what I'm saying? What they're doing. The fact is,
Kyrie is too much. That's too much.
Yeah. The fact is, Hillary's following wasn't hate based. All right.
That's a good one.
So when during that time, I knew there was some people who were full on for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I also knew some people that were full on for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the people I knew was just like, I don't like either of them, and they would have a reason why they were going to go with whoever they would go with.
Right.
Whoever they was going to go with. Ye happens to be, back then he was Kanye, he happens to be one of the people that knew who he wanted to go for.
Yeah.
He knew who he wanted to go for. Trump had to, I'm not excusing or justifying, I'm just talking about understanding the media.
Yeah.
The media is not neutral.
Right.
I think everybody knows that. The media is not neutral. So there's only one way to stay on the headlines, airways, whatever. Either you're saying everything that the media wants you to say, or you're saying everything that the media doesn't want you to say.
Yeah.
It's the only way that you're going to be able to stay on the front line headlines. It's the only way. Kanye knows that. Trump knows that. If you remember, Trump has always been in the corner of our people. If you think about the boxing matches he did with Tyson, if you think about all the references that rap people used to, what Jeezy say, I'm Donald Trump and white forces and white ones, you know what I'm saying? So we've always kind of had this affiliation with Trump before the presidency candidacy or whatnot. So what ended up happening was the media. Hold on, let me make sure. Get some of this stuff up. It never matters who you vote for, always same results. Slightly same results. Kanye just out there like that. He is out there. America isn't neutral. America is not neutral.
Yep.
America is not neutral. But the media is very biased. Even if you're just kind of like, so to me, I just stand for what's right. That's it. That's all I care about.
Right.
I don't care what the media is talking about. I don't care what I'm not gonna allow my mindset to be swayed by somebody that doesn't care about the truth. If you care about the truth, I'll listen, But if you don't care about the truth, media doesn't get me to do anything. Like, I don't think the way they think. And so the media has their way of doing things. And if you're controversial, you'll be able to stand out. And Trump was very controversial. He understands that. He understands marketing. He's a businessman. And so he marketed himself, and it worked. It worked. You know what I'm saying? He became president, but it didn't work the second time. Ye just said, that's who I'm feeling. That's who he wants to go for. But he was going to keep it quiet. Y'all, it's very important for everybody to know he was going to keep it quiet. He was just going to, until all the people in his corner was like, man, no, you can't vote for him. You can't. You have to be on our side. You have to fight for us. You see what I'm saying? And he's like, no, man, I want to vote. I have my own mind, my own idea. Yeah. No, you have to vote like this. What are you thinking? What are you doing? You're going to ruin everything. And that's why he got louder and louder. That's why he put the hat on. That's why he did all those things. Because he's like, nah, man, I'm not going to let y'all. I make the choice. And he didn't feel free. So, again, not justifying, just bringing up points of views. We can see it. You can see it for what it really is. So that didn't go well with the black demographic. That's what they call black demographic. Biden had said something like, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It's wild, brother.
Hillary Clinton, they asked her, so what do you keep in your bag? And she said, well, I keep hot sauce in my bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know we don't like Biden. I'm bringing it up because Biden he's not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? He's just there. And I don't, and it's elderly abuse because he's not in any kind of position to be out here in front of the country like that. But I'm bringing this stuff up just to talk about what people do to stay. It's politics, you know what I'm saying? What people do to stay relevant. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. It's not really who they are. Both ways. On the so-called Republican side, that's not who they are. On the Democrat side, that's not who they are. It's just politics. I could go for another round of stimmies though. He was cashing in with Trump, huh?
Yeah, we need them stimmies back. I feel that. Yeah.
So that hurt the black demographic. Then he said something about slavery being a choice, and that hurt the black demographic. And let me share the black demographic. The voice of black people is black women. It's been like that for the last at least 22 years, from 2000. The voice of black people is black women. So if a black woman gets offended by something, that's going to be the black demographic. I'll tell you, that's how it goes. Forever. It's always been that way. Is that what you're saying? I've seen men listen to what women say, black men listen to what women say, and then say, I can't believe he just said that.
Yeah.
And we don't care.
Yeah, he didn't even care right before you heard that.
You're a dude, bro. You don't care what another man says. Men don't care what other men say.
Yeah.
Jeff, could you imagine somebody saying, yeah, because, I feel like, what happened to your people just was supposed to happen.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all, brother. I just, I mean, if my ears start bleeding, I'll change the channel. That's all.
We are literally the center of support for all causes: gay rights, women's rights, worker rights, etc. Black women, that's true.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
that's true. That is true. Black women are, however, let me say this: Black women should not be speaking for Black people. It's sad when women are the ones speaking for the people. Doesn't matter if it was any other people, whether it's Hispanic people, Latino, Asian, Indian, Chinese, Indian, Bangladesh, Sri Lankan. Women don't speak up for the people. Doesn't mean that a woman can't feel how she feels. That's important. Feel how you feel. That's important. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. But a woman shouldn't speak up. Shouldn't stand. When George Floyd died, Jeff, all I kept seeing was women talk about this thing. Yeah. What are y'all doing? What are you talking about? Why are you out in front? Well, you have Black men like saying slavery was a choice. This is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Okay. From a man, I'm a man. I'm a Black man. If somebody put me in slavery right now, it wouldn't work. If somebody says, all right, that's it. You come over here with me and you're going to do this. And I don't care what you say. You're going to do it. I'm going to make you do it. Right now, if they did that. To a man, I'm a man. If they did that, they'll shoot me dead. That's it. Either you shoot me dead or you say, oh, I was just playing. I was just playing, right? That's it. Let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Not the voice.
let me ask you, Savannah. If somebody right now said, all right, all Black people, sorry, we have to go back because the economy is really bad. We have to go back to slavery. We have to.
That's the reason, brother? Because the economy is really bad?
Yeah, our economy was great at first. But now we have to put all of you back into slavery, all of you. Savannah, just tell me, are you going for that or not? Just let me know. I'm more Malcolm than Martin. I believe you. Just tell me, are you going for the slavery? It's time. You're going to go into slavery. You and your children. I don't want to put all your information out there, but you and your children, y'all, slavery right now. See, we don't look at it like that. We don't look at it like that. He said 400 years. Sounds like a choice. 400 years, y'all didn't say, okay, well then kill me then. I'm not doing another damn thing for you. I'm not doing anything. Oh, okay. There you go. Exactly. So it sounds like you make it. It's a choice, Mrs. Stevens. It's a choice. Yeah, she's military grade, brother.
Okay, that's what's up, bro.
It's a choice. I want you to think about it. If that was me back then, with the way that I think now, would I have put up with that stuff, or would I have escaped, or would I have tried to kill people? It's just like what's going on right now. The NBA and people not standing up for Kyrie Irving. It's a choice, but they're like, man, I don't have a choice. That's what they think in their heart. I don't have a choice. I hate that's happening for Kyrie, but I don't have a choice, man. I got to feed my family, and
Yeah.
They didn't have the same options, though. We know history, a little bit of it. You're telling me that? Okay, let me remind you. There were some people in the ships that had jumped off.
Mm-hmm.
Give me liberty or give me death. Have you ever heard that before? Man, I'm a die. I'll die making sure that nobody enslaves me. I'll die, man. That's if you kill me, because I'm gonna make it very hard. But if you kill me, then that's what it is. But don't ever think that you're gonna make me enslave me. And I've been through slavery before. I have, remember?
Yeah.
And I remember choosing it. I remember that was my choice. I chose.
Yeah.
I chose that. I did.
Well,
I
there's a
choosing
few
it.
parallels that exist that everyone does say that it's a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a few parallels with it. Like when somebody gets arrested for something, right? No matter what they say, they'll say, well, that you did that to yourself. That was a choice you made. That was a choice you made. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, ultimately defeat is something you have to choose. Story. That's something that's always kind of in the backdrop.
This is a good question. So are you going to kill your family before you decide to take your own life? So she's saying, if I'm not taking my life, I'm not going to make that choice. But what I will do is fight them. And if they feel like taking my life, then that's what they do. The good thing about the rest of my family is they got a choice too. Like, I hate this for you. I do. I hate this for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do either. You decide. You know what I'm saying? It's your life. You only get one of these. But that's what he meant. He wasn't saying that we do. I guess I'll be a slave. That's not what he's saying at all. You know that's not what the man's saying. He's not saying that we chose. That looks good. I'll be a slave. He ain't saying that at all. He's saying you gotta fight, man. The Haitians, that revolution, they fought, man. They're like, nah, I ain't putting up for that, man. They fought.
Yep.
Quite. No, you should have left it just like that.
You should have left it.
Quite. People don't know that.
Yeah. Quite.
I know a lot of people took offense to that. Yeah. One thing I'm not going to do is tell somebody how to feel. I know a lot of people took offense to that, but it was mostly black women. The black guys that said something about it is because they hear their mother. They think about their mother or their great grandmother. That's what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about a man. A man, he makes that kind of decision. I can understand a woman not making that decision because it's in a woman to submit. It's not in me to submit. I'm not going to submit. What are you talking about? What do you mean? It's not in me to submit. Yeah. And that's a choice. When you tell somebody, when they told me you're under arrest, they didn't actually say it like that, but they're telling me to surrender. And I could choose to surrender or not surrender.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when people don't comply with the police, man, he should have just complied. Nah, man, he wasn't feeling that. That's how he felt. And he died for it. But he made that decision. There are literally people who feed off that information when it comes out of a black man's mouth. Okay, I see. Okay. So that perspective, yes. All right, let's touch on that. Jeff, I don't know if you know what she's saying right here.
Yeah, I get it. I'm following.
Okay. So there are it's true. You're right about that.
No, I get it.
I didn't see that perspective. Okay. Yeah. So there are people looking to justify their wrongs. You understand how that goes. And then somebody comes by and says, well, there's this remember Damon Wayans' brother?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of this video go circle around because of what Shaq's doing and whatever. He says, they always make sure that they position one black dude, at least one rich black dude that they take care of, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, since you're making all this money, you made $13 million. Not that we're counting. But is there racism in America? And what's that dude gonna say? No, ain't no racism. And even if there is, I ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? so they can take that soundbite and be like, see, see y'all, we didn't do anything wrong. We're not doing anything wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That voice again. Nah, that is dangerous. That is dangerous. If that's what he's if that's what he's doing. But that's somebody that's not looking for conflict. Right, Jeff? That's somebody that's trying to
Right.
he
Yeah.
wants everything to kind of calm down for himself. They don't want smoke, Jeff. They're not ruffling, they're not going through turning tables and
Right. Right. And then they tried to do that with Ye recently, where they butted up with him and they put him on certain news channels to do
yeah,
certain
yeah. Tucker
right.
Carlson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he he made everybody uncomfortable. I mean, they're not doing that again with Ye, because that's when some of this started with what he's in now.
Yeah.
He started saying, and that made even those guys were like, "Whoa, we weren't expecting all that." So he's not like buddying up with one side against another side. I think his ultimate goal is to disrupt some things, and you're going to be offensive. You know what I mean? You can't be disruptive and not be offensive in nature.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
So
I
his
can understand how that's dangerous. Yeah.
yeah. His situation is a lot. There's so much that you gotta unravel. But Kyrie, he didn't say anything, brother. He said some things in
Yeah.
the past that they didn't like. Talked about the earth being flat,
Yeah.
which no one has proven that the earth is not flat, but that's a separate issue. They got on him about that, and now they're getting on him about posting a movie, Hebrews to Negroes, in which
Yeah.
that's not the history that they allow us to have.
Right.
No, slavery, civil rights, George Floyd.
Yeah.
Right, that's the history. That's Black history. So oh, I'm sorry, Barack Obama,
Oh yeah. Yeah. You
George
can.
Floyd. Right,
Yeah.
Barack Obama. That's Black history.
Yeah.
So what Kyrie's doing is saying, nah, I just watched this and I knew there was more to us as a people.
Right.
And what I just watched is eye opening. So he didn't even say those words, brother. He just put it up there. Because it is eye opening to know that the Hebrews of the Bible are the same people that they call Negro right now. And how did that, how did we go from Hebrews, the people that's in the Bible, to Negroes? And now it's a firestorm against Kyrie. And it's only us that's fighting for these dudes, man. I really don't expect for women to take up Ye's plight. It's got to be the men. Because men
Yeah.
we're not offended. I don't get offended by anything that's put out in the media. None of it, none, not even one thing. Probably because when I was young, they would call me African booty scratcher at a very young age. They call me African booty scratcher, brother.
I'm sorry that they did that to you, brother.
For a long time, I was like, man, y'all don't scratch y'all's booty.
Don't nobody scratch nothing.
Scratch. If it itch, you scratch. Every history is allowed to exist except slavery. No one wants to acknowledge the greatness prior or the after effects of slavery.
Yeah.
Kanye made his choice. Now I get it. I do get it, Savannah. I don't really expect everybody to get behind. Yeah, I do it because what's the main reason I do get behind Ye? I gotta dig deep, brother. I get behind Ye because I know that he put up his family and his life and his he put up everything for what he believes in. And I there's maybe two men that I know that would do that. This guy and this guy. The only two men I know that would, no matter what, it's what they believe in, they'll put up everything. They'll, for what they believe in. We were dissed when he made the song about getting rich and leaving a black girl for a white girl and then doing it. Yeah. Yeah, nah, I can't. I really can't defend him against black women. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. So uh, I feel you. You know, but man to man, I know what it takes. Like I understand what he's doing by saying these are my core principles, and I'm not gonna stop believing what I believe. And even if it kills me, that's what I'm on. And in the economy of men, like manhood, I gotta ride for that. I have to. That's manhood.
Mm-hmm.
101. I don't know. All the men that I look at eye to eye, they're not ready to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right or wrong, I don't care this is what I believe. This until I die, this is how I'm on. That's what I'm on. And so, but how do you know what his beliefs are? Very, very easy. You do what you believe. Like if I don't believe I'm gonna get paid, I'm not going to work. If I don't believe it, if I don't know for sure in my heart that I'm gonna get paid, I ain't going to work. They change as the wind blows. I haven't seen it change.
I think what he says might change, or the show he may put on, but if you watch
Yeah,
him, yeah, yeah, you can
yeah.
see what he believes. Yeah.
I haven't seen it change. So let me put it like this. I know the way it comes across seems like it's here and there and here and there, but I follow it because I see what he puts forth. He puts his one foot in front of the other, and I see the direction he's going. You know what I'm saying he came in as a producer because he believed that would get him in the game. He just believed it, and he worked harder at it than anybody else, and it did. It got him in the game. Then he started rapping because he felt like he could be um, he could be an addition to the music scene
Mm-hmm.
as a rapper, and he went out and he proved himself to be officially an artist, a real artist. Everything that he does, I'm seeing what he believes, and I'm seeing how he pushes forward. If he says something that he doesn't do, he doesn't believe that. That's with all men. That's with every single person that's alive. And the people just be talking. It's what they do. It's the things that they do. It's what you do, man.
Yeah.
Um, I told myself, all right, bet. When I seen the situation with George Floyd, I said, all right, bet. I don't mean to say this to get any points because who's going to give me? How am I going to receive the points? How am I going to spend the points? All right.
Yeah.
So I don't. But I got to say this is that I decided. All right. Well, then I'm gonna just do black owned as much black owned as I can find. That's what I'm on. Black and brown actually. Anybody I can see is black and brown. That's what I'm working with. That's what I'm doing anything with. It doesn't matter if it's a mechanic. It doesn't matter what it is. That's what I'm
Well,
going with. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what I say because I didn't come around and say that, but that's what I do. That's what I believe. And if anybody ever sees me choose between, it's like, you're lying. That's not what you're about. You don't really believe that. You don't really feel that way. So any man, you'll know exactly how he feels by what he consistently does. Not, I'm gonna run game on somebody and do this one time or two times. I'm talking about what they consistently do. And I've seen him consistently try to put forth effort for our people in a different way. But since when he first came in, he was talking about it, and he's been talking about it ever since. Um, but it's not a clear message, and that he should work on if he wants people to follow him, follow his lead. Definitely got to work on his message. Pac had a good, clear message.
oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Pac's
saying?
message.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a good, clear message,
Yep.
and Kanye does not have a clear message. So Kyrie doesn't have a clear message. You know what I'm saying? Because he apologized, and man, brother, I wouldn't want to be in his position. I hate that he's in that position, but he did apologize, brother.
Yeah. Well.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still telling us like we got to keep fighting. He's still like, I can't say this stuff, but he'll put it out on Twitter like in a different way. Yeah. Can we have examples outside of him pushing controversy? Yeah, yeah. The school that he built, Donda. Yeah. The sports agency Donda also. The way that he wanted to make sure that that black artists get paid. He's been pushing that for the last 6 years or so. That black people really get their just due. Like, and he learned that from Dame Dash. You see, Dame Dash is ostracized. They don't want him to be any parts of anything major. They're trying to keep him broke. Dame Dash is the one that gave him a chance, and so the only person that speaks positive of Dame Dash consistently is Kanye West. He never has anything negative to say about Dame Dash. There's many people that try to push Dame Dash down. He never joins in with that. Matter of fact, um, he said something about Beanie Siegel gave him the idea for Yeezy, so he's gonna write him a check. I don't know if that took place because he usually does that kind of stuff like under the radar. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna write you a check because you helped me, whatever it was for Yeezy. So these kind of things are not controversial though. He paid. I mean, he set up George Floyd's daughter to get $2 million. Put a check to her for $2 million, but now that woman, her George Floyd's daughter's mother, his baby mama, wants to sue Kanye. Wants to sue him because he said that maybe he didn't die from that knee. He died from fentanyl. Yeah. And look what he said afterwards. What did he say?
I think she's referring to what you just
Oh,
said.
he said that
Yeah.
maybe he didn't die by the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see how that. So let me say this: I don't see how that it causes for somebody to sue you. I don't see how that causes. I don't see how that causes hurt to the black community to say that I don't think he. I don't think he that the knee killed him. Because if I said that, somebody would just be like, "Bro, what do you mean you don't think the knee killed him?" It'd just be a barbershop talk.
Yeah.
That's all it would be. It wouldn't be, oh, you hurt the black community about what you said. It's that he had to have died by the knee so that his conviction is justified. Now, the conviction is justified. And I know for sure if his knee wasn't on that man, he wouldn't have died. I do know that. I do know that. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Kanye or whoever it is. It does. The case is already done. Like, you should be able to just say how you feel. That's how you felt. But you just said, yeah, because it's the controversy around it. I know, but who built the controversy? Who built that controversy? It definitely wasn't George Floyd's baby mama.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be sued. Thank you. He shouldn't be sued. Thank you. That's no cause for a lawsuit, man. That's just somebody saying what they say. So people can be like, "Bro, you're blind. You're stupid. You're
Right.
you're
Right. Yeah.
you're a wannabe." Like all those things, you can throw all those things on. Oh, you're just trying to appease the other side, and that's all deserved. But to sue this man, come on, man, that's excessive. Um, but again, he just wants attention. He does. He does want attention.
Yeah. I've seen that.
He does. He does want attention.
Yeah.
He does. What about Kyrie though?
That's
Savannah, talk to me about Kyrie a little bit. What you know about that? Do you even watch basketball? She surprised me. I didn't know she was a sports fan at all.
Yeah.
She surprised me talking about she was going. I seen the video. You watched that film? The whole thing? Don't tell me you I need to know if she watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
Brother.
because
If she
that'd be
did-
impressive.
Yes,
That'd be
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah,
Sharpshooter for real, man. Yeah.
if you did, then we gotta talk.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I got you.
okay. The clip of him discussing. I got you. Yeah. Kyrie he's being really dragged or drugged. How would you say it? Drugged through the mud.
Truck through the mud. Yeah.
Partially because of what Ye started.
Yeah.
So it's partially Ye's fault. Yes. I don't think the way he addressed it was out of place. Not at all. So what's going on is and I stand with Kyrie, boycott the NBA. What's going on is they were really counting on him being a Nike endorser or whatnot. They were really counting on him to not have an opposing opinion. They were really, really counting on him to be one of the guys in the community that keeps this thing going. This illusion that we need other people. And so when he put that video out, that disrupts everything. That's going to ruin everything. That's going to ruin where we have this stadium because Brooklyn, they had to displace a lot of people, brother, for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
That ruins our image in the public sector. What are you doing? I can't believe you just did that. So he didn't do anything wrong. Like he said, I didn't do anything illegal. But no, you just ruined an entire economy. You ruined a people's economy, especially when you add that to what Ye is saying. It's like, nah, y'all are messing things up. However, is it not time? Is it time or not?
Yeah.
Savannah says she's a sharpshooter. Like, is it time? I think everyone is throwing out the anti-semantics. Semantics. Phrase as a trend as a trend in this period of time, but not looking at the facts and events that have taken place. As a matter of fact, there is I was watching a video about what they do with communists. Typo. Yeah, we handle all typos like that.
Yeah.
He said that if you get irritated enough, these are the things you got to do. You have to associate it with some other hate group or something that's despised by other people. Throw it under there and then come down on them and make them apologize. Make them, take it out of anybody's mind to ever try that again. That's what you have to do. But this was way back, like in the 50s. It was a black and white video, so maybe about the 50s. But that's what you got to do with something that disturbs the flow of things.
Yeah.
And he disturbed the flow of things, so they got to throw on that anti-Semitic. They did that with They did that with Malcolm X. He's anti-Semitic. They do it with Farrakhan. Oh, he's anti-Semitic. What that does is keeps them from all mainstream platforms. Now you don't have a platform. How are you gonna get where you could have gotten? And Farrakhan should be very high. And he's not. We know him. But imagine if he had a YouTube channel.
Oh man, yeah. He should be the voice for a lot of people, man. He should have been
the voice. Imagine if he can get on CBS. I don't even know if there's a CBS anymore.
Nah, they quit doing that a long time ago, brother. They quit putting him on because they used to have Farrakhan out there on talk shows and all that.
They did.
A good example of that, like what you're saying, is when they start asking questions like, "Why do you promote violence?" He might say something like, "Oh, black people should be armed," and they would say, "Well, why do you promote for black people to be violent?" Right? And then it's like everybody hears that and they're like, "Oh, why is he doing that?" Yes, answer the question.
Yeah.
And so you've associated one statement with this other idea that nobody likes.
Yeah.
And then it crushes it. You know what I mean?
That's what they're
like. Now Malcolm X was he promoted violence. Yeah. Farrakhan promoted hate, racism. That's the kind of stuff they used to say.
Absolutely.
And it's the same concept. Same thing now.
True. And then they prop up the other one that's non-controversial. Right?
Exactly. The one that's doing it right.
See, guys?
See how it should be done?
That's all you got to do. We'll listen. So it's a lot of stuff, but these are some of the things we've been talking about.
Yeah.
I said I'm more Malcolm. That's right. That's right. Now we're gonna need you, Savannah, if that's what you're about. If you about that.
Yeah. Word.
Um, what upset these people is that we're saying that we're the real Hebrews. And that's a very packed statement. If we're saying that we're the real Hebrews, for one, that has nothing to do with religion. So that means you can throw Christianity, you can throw all that stuff out the window. We're just saying we know what people we are, because before we didn't know. As a matter of fact, in the scriptures it says, "I will cause you to discontinue in the heritage which I gave you." So this heritage of the Hebrews is something that was given to us. And he caused us to discontinue in it. And that's why we're all looking around like, where are we? I'm talking about even Africans. Even Africans right now, present day, do not know anything about 600 years ago. All they know is what they've been told. I'm telling you right now, you can go to any other civilizations of old in Africa. They have no idea what happened to their people 1,000 years ago. They have no idea.
The same thing with South America, Central America.
Yeah.
They have no idea what happened before the Spanish showed up. Nobody knows.
Know. The only reason they don't know, though, is because they were put into schools.
That's it.
Right? And they listen to the radio. That's why we don't know, because we replaced hearing our parents tell us, our parents tell us what's going on. We replaced it with going to school for 8 hours a day. How can your parents talk to you if you at school that long? And you put both parents at work. You make both of the parents go to work. So when they come home, they're not going to teach you anything. They're telling you, hey, did you do your homework? Or clean your room. And that's it. That's all you have time for. The mother has to work because you can't keep up. We'll make it to where you can't want this and this and this and also live with one household income. You got to have two household incomes. And now everybody's everywhere. Or we could do this too. We can separate the fathers from the mothers, and now they're not married. We'll figure a way out. How do we do that? Let's try to do that. Can't say that black men, black women, Hispanic men, Hispanic women don't get along because of what we've been through. That's a lie. Because you look back 40, no, not 40. Give me 60 years. We were married. We were the most married group, blacks and Hispanics. The most married group. And we were not poor. So a lot of this stuff is like, oh yeah, you've always been poor. We haven't always been poor.
No.
After slavery, you got to understand, this is a very industrial people. Not to mention the Hispanics, by nature, they have industrial skills. You depend on us for everything. So how can those people be poor if you got to pay them now? And our people started buying land and so on and so forth. But you know what we started doing? We started selling that land. Our people had this land and we got these houses and it's trailers or whatever. But it's like, nah, man, I don't want to live there. I'll sell it because they're offering me $10,000 an acre. I'll just sell it. That's how we became poor, because we gave up everything we had. That's how we became poor. We gave up all our skills. How many of us know how to build a house? We gave it all up.
Yeah.
Most of the inventions that's been patented came from Black Hispanic minds. But we gave away the patents. Oh, how does it work? Tell me how does it work? And then so this goes in with this. Wow, that is genius. That is wonderful. Would you mind? Can I take this? I'll buy it from you. I'll take it. Oh well, yeah. Can you make another one? Oh yeah, I'll make them all the time. Let me take this. I gotta show somebody. See, we're too kind. We're too kind, man. We give everything away. Yeah. You see what I'm saying though? This is what we did. Okay. My parents come from Nigeria. Nigeria should be a rich country. Nala said good night. Good night, Nala. Nala, I saw you eat that one chip, that very, very hot one chip challenge, and you was trying to guzzle down that ice cream. So that was just want to say I did see that and I enjoyed it. It was funny. And sorry that you have to go through that. You shouldn't have done it. You know what I'm talking about, brother? That real hot chip.
Yeah. The one chip. I seen that.
Well, she's very young. She shouldn't have done that.
She did it though. She ate
She
the chip?
did it. She ate it.
Oh man.
But it tore her up. It won. Yeah. Obviously, a lot to talk about.
They tried to play us, but we made the game.